Yeah, warm it up though. You know what time it is. You know who you on with. You know who you rocking with. It's your boy Philly Notion. Notion gang salute. You already know. 4K. Check the belt. Check. Yep. We in there, gang. Y'all already know. If you new to this ride, make sure you go hit that subscribe. Again, make sure you go hit that subscribe and activate that notification bell just so you live with all the Notion vibes. Y'all already know I appreciate all the love and support, gang. Appreciate it all. Ain't none of this possible without your help and your push. So I appreciate it all, gang. Y'all make sure y'all check that link in the descriptions below for that $50 gift card that's finna be activated as soon as that 500 subs is reached. We on the way, gang. I'm checking the numbers and we on the way. So salute to all the support. Appreciate it all, gang. So y'all already know. Today, let's go ahead and let's dive into some news and notes and things in the NFL. Let's go and kind of sweep through some of this mess because it's looking real messy, honestly, within a division. So we're going to talk about some of them things. Gonna kick back, gang. Y'all know who you on with. Let's go and get it, gang. All right, gang, so let's go and start off first with the New York stinking Giants, right? So good job to the Giants, actually, for not being in the media as of lately. Now, we all know what happened, of course, with the DeAndre Baker situation, with them doing armed robberies and Lamborghinis.
Terrible.
But good job, New York, for not being relevant in the media as of late. For the most part, they haven't heard a whole bunch of, news popping up. So that's been good on their part. So good job to the New York Giants for staying out of the media as of recent. Next, let's move on to the Washington
Trash cans.
Y'all was waiting for it, though. Y'all was waiting for it. Nah, you already know. They need to change it either to the trash cans or the irrelevance. But the problems they having right now, gang, okay, there's some serious problems, especially with their jersey sales. I mean, honestly, right now, gang, I'm glad to be a Philadelphia Eagle, fan, support nation. Y'all already know. We don't have these problems. We have a great organization that, wouldn't allow stuff like this to even hit the market. So good job to, of course, the Eagle organization for recognizing these things way before the fact of the matter and getting these types of things handled. But the Washington
Trash cans.
need to figure out a plan because they're losing jersey sales. I honestly wonder how Dwayne Haskins feels right now just because I'm sure his pockets are getting hurt from his jersey sales. I mean, it's gotten to the point where the Washington trash cans is hitting their jersey sales to the point all the way to where they're going to be probably destroying most of their new jerseys they have. So I feel sorry for the Redskin fans that went out and purchased jerseys and all this athletic gear because it's terrible as an organization, and now y'all looked at like y'all laughing stock. So, hey, sorry, to the Washington nation for y'all having to go through this, but as being a Philadelphia Eagle, we laughing at y'all because y'all trash and y'all know it. And we ain't got them problems over here because we flying out here. So next on, let's go talk about these Dallas Cowturds. So the Dallas Cowturds, okay, got bigger problems over there in their land. They probably don't want to address the issue, but we about to address it right now. We about to talk about how Andy Reid just put Jerry Jones and the whole Dallas Cowboys organization in a straight chokehold. So salute to Andy Reid for doing his thing out there in the AFC. We appreciate the lookout because now the pressure's on Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott has built so much leverage from this. It's ridiculous. Now, of course, we all know Mahomes is a special talent. We can all agree to that. We all can agree also that Dak Prescott ain't nowhere near that kind of special talent. And if a Dallas Cowboy fan tells you that, they're on one. So next up, you got to also understand that the Dallas Cowboys have no point or no chance at this point to even negotiate with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is going to ask for what he wants to ask. And if he doesn't get what he wants, he has the liability to walk after this year. Now, Dallas, sorry.
Y'all trash.
Y'all should have handled this kind of business last year. Why y'all didn't? You need to blame your GM, the captain of your ship, Jerry Jones. So until y'all figure out y'all GM situation, y'all organization entirely is a complete disaster. And y'all know it. But we here to let you know we laughing at y'all over here.
Y'all hella trash.
And y'all know it. So beyond the Dallas Cowboys looking like a complete misery, confused ball of cow poop, ain't no telling, how they're going to respond from this. They have a deadline as it is right now until July 15th to decide whether they're going to sign Dak to a long-term contract or if he's going to decide to walk. The time is ticking, Dallas. It's definitely ticking. Y'all should have handled y'all's business 2 years ago. Heck, even last year would have been okay. But now y'all got a problem because Mahomes and Andy Reid just gave y'all the business. Congratulations to Patrick Mahomes. One of the things I don't understand, however, is that if you have the confidence in your quarterback and you believe in your quarterback, you invest in your quarterback. What's the problem, Dallas? Is it because y'all have questions about your quarterback? Probably. It's probably because Jerry Jones, just like everybody else, has seen the tape on Dak. And he ain't worth none of that money. But, hey, it's a problem that ain't on us. We laughing at y'all again. Y'all have fun with that. So, moving on next, gang, let's go and talk about the Super Bowl champs 2017. Let's put it on there. So, gang, we know we got some problems too in-house. So, we got some cleaning up to do. We got, of course, Deshaun Jackson, coming out making some remarks that he should have been definitely more thoughtful of. Now, after kind of taking a look at the remarks, of course, I understand the sensitivity to the people that it affected. I mean, definitely, just the times we're currently in is a very sensitive time. So I understand completely people took offense to that. Now, I tried to put in perspective what was his intent. Now, his intent did not appear to be malicious, in my opinion, gang. Now, me just understanding, just what I see and what Deshaun Jackson has presented, at least to the public eye, hasn't given me any indication of racism or anything of that nature, or that there was malicious intent. Now, of course, again, it definitely wasn't thoughtful. I believe that he was trying to make an educational awareness to his cultural base, but missed the mark completely when he advertised it to everyone in the fashion that he did. Again, I don't condone or encourage the way he proposed that by any means. I understand that hurt. There's a lot of sensitive things right now that is just piercing to the ears. But at the same time, I'm going to come on here and say that I don't think Deshaun Jackson deserves to be cut. Now, I understand also that, he deserves the public backlash. But as far as him getting cut from a roster, when there's teams that have done a lot more, or players that have done a lot more drastic things and have not received, a complete just disownment from a team, I'm not completely on board with that. I believe internally the Philadelphia Eagles will handle the Deshaun Jackson situation, but I don't believe that there's going to be any regards to him being cut. I do believe Deshaun Jackson is critical, to our success plan moving forward. We need Deshaun Jackson. What Deshaun Jackson does need is going to be some guidance and somebody to give him some direction regarding how he uses his platform on social media. Now, again, there's nothing wrong. We live in a country where, freedom of speech, you can have your own opinion, your own thoughts on whatever. Now, using that, as on a platform to use it as intentional divide, that's when that's a problem. And when I look at this situation, I don't see it being an intentional divide, even though it did, it's a sensitive topic and the way he came off with it hurt a lot of people. I wouldn't put Deshaun Jackson in the category of being a racist. We've seen a lot more things, within the organization to define those things. Again, this was a very bad choice on Deshaun Jackson's actions, but again, my opinion, I don't think it's deemable for him to be completely cut and disowned from the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, gang, that's some of the sloppy stuff we got going on in Philly land. But beyond that, Philly, we doing pretty good in our land. So don't be trying to act like we ain't the champs up in here, because last time I checked, we running things. But I do want to go and finish off talking real quick about some things it's pretty scary coming up. So we do got some important things that we did just get some news on and confirmation with. One of these things being that the Ivy League has canceled college football. Now, how does that affect the NFL draft in April moving forward? They've projected possibly having a plan to potentially push back football until April. So this has a potential impact to, top picks such as, Trevor Lawrence and whoever else is trying to be in the top running. I'm not even sure. I'd have to go look at the list. But at this point in time, there's not going to be any college football, gang. So from what I'm understanding, there is going to be an impact, but to what extent, we don't know as of yet. Let me know in the comments below on how y'all feel on that, because, I mean, it's something to think about, gang. Also, there was a report on CBS where they left it as an option for this coming year for players to have an option to opt in or opt out and play. So the players ultimately have a decision to say, hey, I don't want to play this year. Looking into that story a little bit, they also talked a little bit about, how that would affect the contract within that year. Now, does it roll over to the next year? I'm not even sure. But with all these reports coming out and them leaving options and windows open for players to opt out, that's a little concerning. I don't know, gang. Again, I'm optimistic and I'm hoping that this money revenue that the NFL is making is one of the driving goals that's going to push through. But at the end of the day, gang, y'all already know the league and everybody else is all about safety. So if we can't do it safely, I understand it, because, I don't want nobody's health to be in danger, even though, this is a sport I love. I'm going to go hard for these Eagles, but I want everybody to be safe also. So I don't know how this is going to work. I know, definitely there hasn't been no kind of vaccine put out on none of this stuff. So we got to see how this goes, gang. But let me know in the comments, gang, on how you feel on some of that stuff, if we may or may not have a season. I mean, I do think the money is a big inspiration to it. But again, at the end of the day, if the players have an option to opt in and opt out, they're going to look at their own safety. Forget what the league is talking. But, gang, again, y'all already know what it is. I appreciate you for rocking with me. And until next time, gang, gon' keep the notion.